back to Tradingofftilt. I'm Ryan. In this video, we're going to be going over my daily update on Bitcoin. Today is the 21st of February, and to summarize what we were going over in the last video, there's a few counts we're looking at that we have seen kind of playing out so far. So in the last video on Friday, that would have been the 19th, I believe, of February, that we were hovering around here underneath this order block right here. And I was telling you guys that I think we're probably going to come all the way down here into this area of support right here because we just didn't have any volume support built up in between this area of support here and this order block right here. So my plan was if we fall below this order block right here, we may consolidate around here and then ultimately fall back down to this area of support right here, which we did. And the area of support that I was looking for was hit. So I was looking for the 1.618 of this move right here. So if this is all a wave 1 or a wave A or a wave W, I was looking for the 1.618, which we actually got a very nice bounce exactly on the 1.618 right here. That would have been, let's see, for about 4.3%. So that would have been a very nice scalp. I wasn't trading yesterday, so unfortunately I did not get in on that move. But then we came all the way down to the bottom of the golden pocket right here, and we are getting a pretty nice bounce. So we have to wait and see. This could be the end of a pattern. As I showed you guys in the Discord server, I was saying down here, this was actually about an hour ago, I was saying we could get the completion of a 5-wave impulse for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this guy asked me if an ABC is done, and I said it's a pretty strong level, so I'm expecting the completion of something down here. So to go back to the chart, I'm expecting the completion of something down here, whether it's a wave 3, in the case this is a 1, 2, 3, or if it's a wave A, B, C, that would be the completion of a wave C. So we're going to go over the counts that I'm considering right now. And basically to start out with, let's go over the most detailed count that I have, which is the zigzag. And that would be saying this is all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up into these highs right here. And as you guys could probably remember, I was saying this wave 5 is it's hard to get a 5-wave move into this wave 5 to get the completion of this wave 5 for an impulse or a motive wave. Now the only way to get a motive wave out of this wave 5 is calling it an expanding diagonal for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But it's a pretty ugly diagonal, I have to admit. So it's not really, I'm not a huge fan of it, but we have to consider it because we have seen pretty ugly diagonals in the past. So it is a possibility. But then considering this possibility, going off these highs right here, we kind of have to force a 5-wave move into this move down here into the lows. And the way I did it is calling this all a diagonal for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's also a pretty ugly diagonal, but it makes sense to call this a wave A if this was a wave 5 up here. And it just makes sense to call this all a zigzag given the more impulsive structure of this wave C here. So then moving up, we get this wave B, which is probably an A, B, C up into these highs right here. Then moving off these highs of this wave B, we get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if we zoom in just for your guys' own educational purposes, or just to show you guys what I'm looking at on this section right here, I think a proper way to count it would be saying this is all a wave 1, and it's a very ugly wave 1. You know, this is definitely not the perfect way to count it, but we kind of have to go with what we got. And we don't always get perfect wave 1s with a perfect 5-wave structure. For instance, here, this is most likely a wave 1. However, we don't get a nice 5-wave structure off in this move right here. We get more up an A, B, C. But it does not make a lot of sense to call this an A, B, C, because then this section, that would have to be a wave W. This might be a wave X. And this wave Y, if we were to say this is a WXY, would have no symmetry with this wave A. So I think the most sensible way to count this is saying this is a wave 1 down here. Then we came up for this submenu at wave 2, and then we have a submenu at wave 3 being put in down here. And if you guys want to see the subdivisions, you could pause the video and just take note. But basically, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a microwave, for the microwave count. Then we get a wave 4 here, which may be some sort of triangle for all we know. Or this could actually be a wave 3 here. And then right here, this could be a running triangle for an A, B, C, D, E. That could be a possibility, but nonetheless, I think the wave 4 ended right here, and then we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, obviously, there are other ways to count it. You might say this wave 3 ended down here, and this was simply a longer wave 3, 4 of this degree. But this is a valid way to count this completed impulse wave to complete this wave C down here for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's the first count we're looking at, and that's the zigzag count. And like I mentioned, since we came to the 1.618 of this wave A, so to show you guys, we're basically saying that the wave C is 1.618 times the wave A, and it's actually a little bit more because it comes beyond this 1.618. Since it comes that far down compared to the length of wave A, it may be more likely to be a wave 3 as opposed to a wave C. So I did take a trade down here, but I'm planning to take profits a little bit sooner than I would otherwise if this were to simply be an A, B, C into this 1-to-1, and then we get a bounce off. So that's my plan currently. I'm probably going to take profits. If we come up to this order block right here, then I'm going to take profits probably around here. I'm going to show you guys some targets we could be looking for around there, but that's generally where I'd be looking for to take profits, at least my first take profit. And then another count we could be going off of in the bullish perspective would be this one right here, and that would be calling this all a 5-wave impulse as well for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would complete this minor wave, or that would complete this minute wave 1 here. And then we get an A, B, C here for wave W. This would all be an expanded flat for an A, B, C wave A. This would be a W, X, Y wave B, which would probably look like this, where this is all A, B, C for a, this would be a microwave A, B, C, microwave B. Then this would be some sort of A, B, C to complete the wave Y. And this wave B. And then moving off these highs, as I showed you guys previously, we get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to complete this wave C of this expanded flat. So this is an ABC to complete this wave W. This would be my new minuet wave W. Then we move up for a minuet wave X. So it's pretty similar to the previous count, except we're calling the top in right here. And then saying this is a wave W for an expanded flat, as opposed to putting this wave 5 in for the top right here, and saying this is a wave A for a zigzag. So to show you guys once more, wave W down here, X down here, and then my theory was that we were going to get something like an A, B, C to complete the wave Y. Now, it's still possible we could say this was a wave B here, and this was a wave C here. That's definitely a possibility. However, this doesn't really look much like a wave B. You know, you'd expect a wave B to last a little bit longer, to range on a little bit longer, as so. So it may be more impulsive, as opposed to this being all a corrective move right here. But this is a possibility. This could be an A, B, C into these lows to complete a W, X, Y, and to complete this wave 2. Now, as I always tell you guys, if we zoom out a little bit more, this could simply be a wave 2 being complete down here if this were a W, X, Y, and then we could be coming up for this wave 3, but simply it could just be a wave A being put in down here. We come up for a wave B and then back down for wave C. And that could complete this wave 2, in which case we would then be coming up for the wave 3. So you guys, we never really know in elite waves exactly if the completion of a structure was the completion of a larger structure. This could be, we don't know exactly what degree to call this as of now, because this could be the completion of this wave 2, but it could simply be the completion of a wave A, of a larger correction. So that's the second count we could be going off of. The next count would be saying is the more bearish count, as I've showed you guys previously. So let's put these in the proper folder. And that would be calling this all an A, B, C, as opposed to a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or putting the 3 here, 4 here, and 5 here. And then that would implicate that this may be an A, B, C to correct this whole move right here. If this were all an impulse wave right here, this could be a wave 1 being put in here. This could be a wave 2. And then this could be the start of a larger wave 3. In which case, if we zoom out even a little bit more, we could be moving down something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's what we have to pay attention. That's why I'm telling you guys, if you did get in for this wave 3 down here, then I'm going to be looking to take profits up here in case this is indeed a wave 4. Now, what we're looking at, if this is a wave 4, then a typical retracement for a wave 4 would be the 0.382 of wave 3. So retracing 38.2% of wave 3, which would be around 40,100. So that would be in this order block right here, which would be a very nice place to be taking profits if you did buy down here. Now, no financial advice, of course. This is just my view on the markets, on how I'm planning to trade it. I'm just kind of showing you guys this for educational purposes. So don't follow what I'm doing blindly. Make your own trading plan, but that's just what I'm planning on doing. And in this case, like I mentioned, this would be much more bearish because that could implicate that this could be a flat count. This could all be perhaps a 1 here, 2 here. I'm actually just going to show you guys the degrees. So this could be a 1 here, 2 here. This could be all perhaps a wave, the first wave of a wave 3, and that's going to be actually this might be a wave 3 being put in here. This could be a wave 4, and then we come down for a wave 5. Now there's multiple ways we could count it, obviously. This may not give us the best subdivisions, but the point is this could just be a correction of an impulse wave, in which case we're going to keep impulsing down since after we complete it up here, and then we're going to keep impulsing down from here. So that's what we have to wait for. Now, let's see if there's anything else I want to show you guys before I wrap this up. We have some new point of controls, which we could be taking a look at. If we were to make our way up to here, to this weekly naked point of control, that would be a nice place to be taking profits. Now, I don't think it has a ton of support up there, but it would definitely not be a dumb place. It would definitely not be a bad place to consider taking a little bit of profits off the table in case this were a completed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we come up to this weekly naked point of control and then get a move down. So that could be a 1, 2, 3 if this were the completion of a wave 1. That's something else we have to wait for and kind of keep in the back of our heads. Now, zooming into the local time frame, let's take a look at what we could be looking at. So this list looks very impulsive, but however, we need to still be cautious. And now I keep emphasizing this to be cautious because even though we get impulsive looking wave structures, that does not necessarily mean the completion of this whole downtrend is over. We have seen Bitcoin do things like this, get a very, very sharp wave 2, and then just get a dump down for wave 3. And that's kind of just built in to screw over the retail who thinks, the move is over because this is a more impulsive wave structure. So they buy in up here, they put their stop loss below the low, and they don't expect this low to be taken out because if they're following Elliott waves, they might think this is the end of a wave structure, and this is a wave 1, and wave 2 cannot come below this low. And if they're not an Elliott wave practitioner, then they might just think, this is a very bullish move, and so I'm just going to buy in, and it's probably going to keep going up. Now, like we've seen in the past, it often does come dumping down. So that's why you need to exercise a little bit of caution. But that's about all I wanted to go over today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video and in the Discord server. Take care. Bye.